Welcome, everybody. Today we're going to be reading the Dr. Seuss story. It's a short story, um, and it's in with the book of Gertrude. So it's Gertrude and Other Stories. And the story we're going to be reading is called Gertrude McFuzz, and she has this one little feather, and she's not happy with it. So that's why I kind of wore this headdress today, because it had the one little feather, and we're going to correlate that with Gertrude McFuzz. So let's read about Gertrude McFuzz. Get my glasses on. There once was a girl bird named Gertrude McFuzz, and she had the smallest plain tail ever was. One droopy droop feather, that's all that she had, and oh, that one feather made Gertrude so mad. For there was another young bird that she knew, a fancy young birdie named Lola, and instead of one feather behind, she had two. Instead of one feather behind, she had two. Poor Gertrude, whenever she happened to spy Miss Lola flying by in the sky, she got so very jealous, she frowned and she pouted. Then one day she got awfully mad and she shouted, "This just isn't fair. I have one, she has two. I must have a tail just like Lola." So she flew to her uncle, a doctor named Dake, whose office was high in a tree by the lake. And she cried, "Uncle Doctor, oh please, do you know of some kind of a pill that will make my tail grow?" "Tut, tut," said the doctor. "Such talk! How absurd! Your tail is just right for your kind of a bird." Then Gertrude had a tantrum. She raised such a din that finally her uncle, the doctor, gave in, and he told her just where she could find such a pill. On a pillberry vine on the top of a hill. "Oh, thank you," chirped Gertrude McFuzz, and she flew right straight to the hill where the pillberry grew. Yes, there was the vine, and as soon as she saw it, she plucked off a berry. She started to gnaw it. It tasted just awful, almost made her sick, but she wanted that tail, so she swallowed it quick. Then she felt something happen. She felt a small twitch, as if she'd been tapped down behind by a twitch. And Gertrude looked around and she cheered. It was true. Two feathers, exactly like Lola McLoo. Then she got an idea. "Now I know what I'll do. I'll grow a tail better than Lola Loo. These pills that grow feathers are working just fine." So she nibbled another one off of the vine. I thought she wanted to get just another feather to be just like Lola Loo, but now she's getting greedy. Now she wants more. She felt a new twitch, and then Gertrude yelled, "Whee! Miss Lola has only just two, and I have three." Then Lola Loo sees this beautiful stuff. She's fall right down, flat on her face, sure enough. "I'll show her who's pretty. I certainly will. Why, I'll make my tail even prettier still." I think she's already pretty. She didn't even have to add any tails. I think she was all fine the way she was. She snatched at those berries that grew on the vine. She gobbled down 4, 5, 6, 79. And she didn't stop eating young Gertrude McFuzz till she'd eaten 3 dozen. That's all that there was. So 3 dozen, that's 36 pillberries. Woo! That's a lot of berries. Then the feathers popped out with a zang, with a zing. They blossomed like flowers that bloomed in the spring. All fit for a queen, what a sight to behold. They sparkled like diamonds and gumdrops and gold, like silk, like spaghetti, like satin, like lace. They burst out like rockets all over the place. They waved in the air and they swished in the breeze, and some were so long as the branches of trees. And still they kept growing. They popped and they popped until long about sundown, when finally they stopped. And now, giggled Gertrude, the next thing to do is to fly right straight home and show Lola Loo. And when Lola sees there, well, her face will get red, and she'll let out a scream and she'll fall right down dead. Then she spread out her wings to take off from the ground. But with all those feathers, she weighed 90 pounds. She yanked and she pulled and she let out a squawk. But that bird couldn't fly, couldn't run, couldn't walk. And all through the night she was stuck on that hill, and Gertrude McFuzz might be stuck up there still, if her good Uncle Dake hadn't heard the girl yelp. He rushed to her rescue and brought along help. So right now she is just too heavy to fly. She can't fly. She's not strong enough. To lift Gertrude up almost broke all their beaks, and to fly her back home it took almost 2 weeks. And then it took almost another week more to pull out those feathers. My, Gertrude was sore. So now, in order for her to fly on her own, she started plucking out the feathers. And finally, when all of the pulling was done, Gertrude, behind her again, had just one. The one little feather she had as a starter, but now that's enough, because now she's smarter. So now she's smarter to know not to go overboard and be better than somebody else. So what Dr. Seuss is teaching there is kind of like envy. She was envying Lola Loo Bird for having 2 feathers where she had one small little one. So then she started going overboard and wanted to be better at it, and be better than Lola Loo, thinking she was better, but then come to find out that it wasn't that. She couldn't go anywhere. She was stuck because she was too heavy from all the feathers and flowers. So she learned in the end the lesson of just be you. So the story is just be you. If somebody dresses better than you, has more things than you, just be you, because you is better than you trying to be somebody else who you are not. So just be you and be a very good person. So that is the moral of that story. Now, I have not had a chance to see if that was an AR book. If it was, I'll put it in the description. And if you like this video, please click on the like. Please follow my YouTube channel, Lola's Enchanted Bookshelf. Share it with other people you know who are going to have kids around them at some point in time. And there are, in some other videos, I'm starting to do some other crafting for you to do. It doesn't necessarily have to be with kids. Other crafting ideas on how to make things. I'm starting to do that on this YouTube channel as well. I have moved that one over from my other YouTube channel and just sticking with one YouTube channel. So I will be starting to do that. I also will be starting to make some earrings that will match books a little bit different way than, along with other ways that I do make things that do relate to the books. So if you want something in particular, like you're purchasing a book that you're getting for your child and you want something to relate to it, you know, I do hand sew things like the things like the bags you put the book in. Sometimes I might have a stuffed animal that I can sew, just different types of things. Let me know. So check out the links below. They will have links to where you can purchase some of the items. And if you don't see something and you'd like to be interested on me making it, or you want me to read a book and do a shout out, I can do a shout out to you or to the students that you want me to do a shout out to of the book being read. I'll put it in that video and I'll give that shout out too. But I need you to message me through the Facebook Messenger on any of those questions or comments. So you all have a good evening. See you next time. Bye.